we're celebrating the 45th annual NAACP Image Awards. Behind me and coming up will be Miss Kathy Hughes, founder of TV One, Tom Joyner of the Tom Joyner Morning Show, and you started off, Miss Hughes, in radio, and you have Tom Joyner here too. So how does it?
Radio.
No, I know, but you ventured off into television, and for a night like this, how does it feel for both of you?
And interactive one, all right, because in our business, Tom can testify, you either grow or you go.
That's right.
And we weren't going anywhere but up.
Do you have a favorite Nelson Mandela moment?
My favorite Nelson Mandela moment. So as you're saying this, makes me think about is that I was so nervous going to his house. I was so nervous about what I was going to do and say. And there comes that time when I was sitting in his living room with him, and it was just he and I reading the paper. And neither one of us were saying a word. And I realized we'd reached that moment where you didn't have to have words. You didn't have to keep you didn't have to fill the silent spaces.
How important is it for you to keep promoting the way you continue to promote new talent? How important is that to you?
It's very important. It's very important because when I came into the game, I couldn't get old Hollywood to come do my show. So it's funny that you asked this question because Monday night I have...
And before we leave, you brought up Fruitvale Station.
Yep.
And I just want to ask you a question because we know you in our households, in our living rooms, to really hold it down and cover strong black issues that deal directly with our community and speak to the solutions to it as well. So what are your thoughts now on the current gun laws as well as police profiling? And let's just keep it real, some of the verdicts over the past 6 months to 8 months.
Well, I think one of the things that we forget is that, and this has been the issue, we spend lots of time focused on presidential elections.
Yeah. We done turned up right here on VJTV. But we know who you are, but we also want you to introduce yourself for the world and tell us what you got going on because you're a hip hop legend.
I gotta introduce myself. Hold on. Dang, 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 dang. I'm in the game of fame, y'all.
I just wanted that, y'all. I just wanted that. So thank you so much for sharing the red carpet with us.
Well, thank you.
Now, tonight is the 11th annual bowling challenge, and a very special cause is being celebrated, the awareness of a special cause tonight. For you, what brings you out to celebrate? Why is it so important for you?
Well, Kiki's been a dear friend of mine for, over 30 years. We go back to New York days. And
so tonight, so many people came out in your honor. And
so many. Oh, my God, I was just blown away.
As they came through here and we interviewed so many people, they said, when Kiki calls, I ain't ask no questions. I'm just going to be there and come.
You know how much of a blessing that is. That makes my heart just swell with pride and joy.
Now tonight, though, this cause is very dear, sickle cell. Can you talk about that really quick and why this foundation, the KISS Foundation, has started and been going on for 11 years now with the annual bowling challenge?
Well, I found out that I carry the trait. And when I found that out, I went and asked the National Association to just use me. And I became an ambassador for the National Association for 10 years.
I'm your host, MaleenaLawrence, right here on the red carpet for this year's Oscars, the 85th Oscars at the Dolby Theater. Hi, I'm MaleenaLawrence. Welcome to The Constituent. Here I stand in West Oakland, a community I grew up in my adult years. What's interesting about West Oakland is something that's happening around the country, and that's urban renewal, also known in the direct light as... We're in East Oakland in front of the Carter Gilmore Sports Complex and across from what many know as The Village here in East Oakland on 66 and International. Today, we're going to be speaking with Mr. Terry Butler, also known as Mr. Community. Terry's going to speak to us about his programs and how he is actually working in East Oakland and throughout Oakland to help close the gap and increase black male achievement for African American males.